Hey friends, welcome back. We're going to jump right in today into our stretch sequence. Starting in a nice comfortable seat, let's go ahead with some neck circles. And here, I want you to really take your time. As you start to go in one direction, you can choose whichever direction you want to go first. But really think of your chin is drawing a circle. So really trying to complete that full circle shape, looking all the way up, looking all the way over towards that shoulder. And then we're going to go in the opposite direction, doing the same exact thing just on the other side. You might start to feel, as you take your time, little crunchy bits or little areas that are tight. And that's why I want you to move a little bit slower so that you're giving a moment for each part of that circle that you're creating with your chin. All right, friends. So that was just to get us started. We're going to come into hands and knees, really focusing on the upper back here, reaching the right arm up towards the sky. Big inhale. Exhale, slide that arm behind the left arm, and then go ahead and rest the side of your head on your mat. Now you're welcome to keep the left hand right where it is, or if you want to just stretch it out in front of you, if that feels more comfortable, you're welcome to. The key here is to keep the hips center. So naturally your hips want to shift in the direction that that right arm is going to, but you want to think of trying to keep those hips center and not moving with the body. Deep breath here. This is what I call a snow day stretch because it's quick, but I want us to focus on areas. Gently come out of that stretch and do the same thing on the other side. Reaching up the left. As you exhale, slide that arm behind. As I was saying, I want us to focus on areas that you might feel kind of deeply. Whether you are walking around tight from being in the snow, whether you have been out shoveling, just the motion of shoveling. A couple of the areas that we're targeting today could really use, just a little bit of a stretch out after you've been toiling in snow for maybe an hour or two. If you do have to shovel snow, I live in California, so I don't have to shovel snow, but I did have to worry about fire, so there's that. But I really just want us to be able to focus on just releasing tension in areas of the body that just tend to get really tight when it's colder out. Let's go ahead and release. And we're going to put the big toes together, knees nice and wide as your mat. And then go ahead and start to walk your hands out in front of you as you shift your buttocks as close as they can go. If they can rest on your heels, perfect. If they don't rest perfectly on your heels, that's totally fine as well. Resting the forehead on the mat, remembering to stay connected to your breathing. I know this is going to feel really nice in the low back, in the shoulders. These are areas that I know even when it's cold outside. I am from New York. When it is cold and I'm outside, I am generally keeping a lot of tension in my upper body and shoulders because I just want to get out of the cold. So I just kind of squeeze my body and tense it up and don't really notice until sometimes I'm inside safe and warm that I can finally relax. Gently walk your hands back towards the center of the body. We're going to find our right leg outstretched, bringing that left foot to the inside of that right leg. And then just go ahead and go for a side body stretch here. So both buttocks should be on the mat. If you find that as you stretch, one of the buttocks is trying to lift off the mat, just come up a little bit higher. Maybe you're reaching a little bit too far. You shouldn't feel like you are off balance. Feeling a deep stretch in that side body. It is okay if you do feel it a bit in your lower back here too as well, especially if you have been shoveling or doing any type of playing in the snow. That's an area you might feel. Let's go ahead and release on that side, bringing the left leg outstretched now and the right foot towards the inside of that leg. Get comfortable and then go ahead and reach that arm over. Keeping that stretch nice and long, energy all the way through the fingertips. Think of your heart trying to face me. Wonderful, friends. Let's come out of the stretch on that side. Take your time coming to your back and just take a moment to pull the knees towards the chest. Maybe you want to just give them a hug. Maybe you want to rock from side to side a little bit, or take a deep breath here. And then you're going to straighten that left leg, keeping that right leg pulling close to your chest, and just take it across the body for a nice spinal twist here. This always feels nice, whether it's after a long day, after shoveling, after playing in the snow, after walking around, doing a bunch of errands and it's cold outside. Maybe you've been in the house all day and you just want to get a nice good stretch. All of these stretches are just simple but really effective in just feeling a lot better and just a lot more open in the body. Let's take that right knee back to the center and then go ahead and switch legs, taking that left across the body. That left arm can be outstretched, looking towards the ceiling or towards that left arm. You might feel this in the outer hip, you might feel it in the lower back, you might feel it in both areas. Just honor what you're feeling here. Continue to breathe. All right, let's bring that knee back to the center and release, bringing both the legs out in front of you. Chin to chest, slowly vertebrae by vertebrae roll up and keep sending that energy forward just for a moment, reaching as far as you can forward. And let's come and find a nice comfortable seat together to end, scooping up the hands towards the ceiling. Big inhale. Sealing our palms together, exhale, heart center. I hope you enjoyed this stretch, friends, whether it's cold outside, whether it's snowy, icy. I really hope this benefited you in some way. Be well, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next video.